Right, hello, welcome to this video. So we're just going through more binders, right? At the end of the last episode, we found there was so many swords in this picture, right? She's holding the sword, she's picked that one out. She's thinking if she's going to use it. And then there's 4 swords here, right? 2 swords there, 2 swords here. And then actually near the end of the video, because if you keep inspecting some of these card fight cards closer, there's more hidden things, right? There's actually swords in the background too. You can see that sword there. We can see another sword. So there's just swords all around her. And the next card. So maybe we'll do them like around like 20-minute videos instead of 10-minute videos. We got the refresh healer, the Royal Paladins. My earnest wish will definitely get through. So she's down here, right? So another anime character. So she definitely go into the collection. So we got some boots. We got some type of skirt. Yeah, some type of dress or something. Some type of dress with some type of skirt. And then some armor. And then blue hair. Maybe like bluish purple. Light blue. Something like that. Got some armor gloves on. And then some small shoulder pads. And then just a lot of she just seems to have some like cloth type armor. Maybe I mean she's a cleric, right? Every warrior doesn't need heavy armor if they're not a melee character. But if you're like a healer or something, yeah. So she's just a healer, right? Healers usually wear cloth armor. So that makes sense. So she's wearing some type of robe. So the blue robe looks super sick. And then it looks like she's got some healing orbs around her, maybe. Maybe some healing orbs. So she's got the glyph pattern down at the bottom. Is there anything else, right? In the back? Maybe she's just in some type of futuristic place. Yeah, I guess it's not too much, right? She's just sitting outside some type of chamber and she's just casting some healing spell. She has a cool type of crown. So that was that one. We looked at that one. So we have all of those. And we just have like one more page. So the thing about these pages, it doesn't matter like how safe you keep them, right? We literally had these pages. They were literally brand new. And then you put them there. And then it's always the front pages and the back pages. We've got Seeker, Loving Healer, the Royal Paladins of the Elf. Oh, let it reach the heroes. So another super sick anime character, right? Super sick armor, super sick cloth. So she's a healer as well. So I guess she would be wearing some cloth type armor. And maybe that's where the healing is coming out of. The healing out of the pot. Maybe she's casting some healing spell out of her hands there. You can see a whole bunch of magical power everywhere. What is that? Oh, it just looks like some type of cliff, maybe. I thought it was maybe some type of bird or something. Oh, we can see some planets up there, right? We can see maybe there's some planets in the background. A big, huge planet. And then a smaller planet. Oh, maybe those are stars in the sky. Are those stars or are those just things coming off of her? Those are just magical things coming off of her. Alright. She looks super sick, so she would go in the binder, right? Nothing else. She just has some cool headpiece things. Oh, she has ears. She's an elf. So if you look even closer, you can tell she's actually an elf. Oh, it says that. It says elf. She's an elf. Alright, so that's that character. And then we got this one, right? Yggdrasil and Harrier Elaine, Royal Paladin, the elf. So I think we've seen this character. She had a different artwork before. So this is a different version of the artwork. So she's a healer, right? But she has super sick hands that extend, maybe. Maybe those are her wings. Oh, it looks like she's cut. You can see she's cut. You can see something cut her. And that's actually her. She's cut open. That's what it looks like anyways. I'm not sure if we'd keep her, right? Maybe she's not something we keep in the binder. Oh, here's a different version. Yggdrasil, Maiden Elaine. So this one looks a little better. She looks a bit healthier in this picture. So she still has the green flowing hair. So that one's more like a... I like this one better. So she has some cool white robes, white healing robes, and long flowing green hair. And then in the back, it's just blurred out something. You can make out leaves barely. Maybe there's leaves in the background. Alright, that's that character. cool. So it's just like, oh, here's the other version, right? There's 3 different characters. So when we actually put them in the binders again, because we're gonna reorganize everything, we're actually gonna put like all 3 different versions beside each other, right? Maybe it would be like, here's one version, then she would go right there, and then the 3rd version would go beside her. It would say this is the 3 forms of this character. So I think we like this form the best, right? That form looks the most anime type style that we're used to. So we could say you have not been forsaken by Yggdrasil. So she's casting a bigger healing spell too. So this one also makes more sense. The first one, we're not sure if it makes any sense at all, but we can see maybe that's all the healing aura expelling from the orb as she's casting her healing spell. And she has the same dress, so it looks like they have the so it looks like they have the same type of armor and the same thing, right? She's always wearing the white healing robes. White healing robes with the skirt you could almost see up. And then some silver bangles. She's wearing some ruby helmet, ruby headpiece. And she's got elf ears like we've seen. And just the healing spells. Anything hidden in the back? Looks like, can't really see too much hidden in the back, right? Maybe it just looks like artwork. Maybe there's stars in the sky. Maybe there's just stars in the sky. We could see a little bit of stars in the sky, so maybe this is a night scene. And that was it. Oh no, here's the full art version, right? This one had text at the bottom. So this is the same card, but it's the full art, so it doesn't have text at the bottom. All it does, it just removes the border so you could fully see the boots, and you could see her feet. See more of that. Maybe there is some, maybe it is up in the sky. Maybe we are looking at the universe. But I think that was it, right? Yep, that was it. That's what we're talking about, right? We made these blenders 2 years ago, brand new. We kept them down here, away from everything. They just sit there. And then the back pages, just because of the oxygen or something, it's always the back 2 pages, maybe the front page. But there's 2 blenders. We got, 2 more blenders to go through. 2 more over there. Alright, we're back. So actually, I think this book we should be able to go through quickly. Because we seen there wasn't like too many interesting stuff. There was just like some animals or something. But the Blinking Knight Miles for the Royal Paladins. So he says the enemy will first realize that they are pierced when pain rushes. So he's super sick. So what is he holding something there? So he just has his battle armor there and his hands reached out. He has some cool armor. He has his chest open. And he has some armor over there. So we just like to look outside of the camera. So what is this thing here? Where's his weapon? Does he have a weapon? So it looks like there's just some big building in the background. Maybe some big spire or tower that they built. Maybe back here we can see there's some type of designs. Maybe that'd be some type of wall in the background. Oh yeah, we can see maybe there's some like holes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, holes in the ground there. So maybe that's the ground of the area. So maybe he's just standing on some platform here, and there's a lower level down there, and then that's where the spire is built. And then he's just inside some big, deep cavern underground, possibly. Is there feathers or something? Or is that just the background? Is that his weapon? Oh no, there's a hand coming there, right? If you look closer, you can see there's 3 fingers right there, and there's the thumb, and he's grabbing, there's the handle of the sword. Here's the big, huge sword right here. So there's the weapon, but he's actually being attacked. So it looks like some big, huge demon with a big black hand is thrusting some big sword that's bigger than this guy himself. So the sword's actually bigger than him. And it's being swung at him, and he's dodging the sword. So what does that do? What is that? Is that some way to help retaliate or something? Blinking Knight Melius. So what does this do? Maybe it's just his ability, right? When attacking, maybe his boosted bravery pit cost small. Maybe his ability does something. Not 100% sure. Not sure if that's a good artwork, right? It just shows somebody being attacked and he's just dodging a big sword. That's it. He's not too interesting. And then so this is a good picture, right? A good knight. Red carpet on the background. Bravery, secret mark. Royal Paladin for the humans. I will stand up. Because of this, it is the path I should proceed on. So it's like he's a royal knight of the Royal Paladins. So this artwork is more like it. So he's got the cool knight boots on. Got some cool knight red pants. And a cool knight armor. So he's not a healer or anything. But he does have some cloth type armor. Maybe cloth, silk. and armor pieces. So his top piece is armor, and he has two swords. We could see, right? He's got the one sword there, which might be like a dueling sword or a saber or something. And he's got one sword in the back here that he's just reaching to grab. Yeah, there's his hand right there. It looks like he's just reaching to grab his sword from his back. Just out of the sheath. There's the sheath for the sword right there, and there's the sword that he's pulling out. So the sword looks super sick. And there's probably the sheath for the other sword. So it looks like he keeps the sheaths on his back. And then when he's going to go to fight, he just reaches behind in his back and then pulls out both of his swords. Alright, is that a cape or is that just the curtains? That's just the curtains flowing in the background. So you can see there's the windows right there. There's another window. The light is beaming in. And those are the curtains blowing. So it must be windy outside. Or it's probably just him. Whenever somebody swings a sword, it just creates a burst of wind and then the curtains float. So I think that's it, right? And he has a cool little feather type armor piece out there. Green cloak. Red. Oh, purple. There's purple, right? Purple is royal color, I think. So now we got this one. We got Bruggle of the Royal Paladins, the High Beast. So a high dog is born with fangs, with pride. Another cool dog. We got the cool sun gleaming through the clouds. He's got his armor pieces on, right? Chest piece armor. He's got his headpiece armor. Or is it just tattoos? No, it's actual armor. He's actually wearing some armor up there. Leg armors. Looks like he's just standing on a cliff. We could see some mountains in the background. Alright. So that was the first page. Then we got this card here. So this is the composed secret Lucius of the Royal Paladins, the human. I know what I cannot achieve, and so there are things that I can do. Looks like he has a super sick double-sided javelin type weapon. And you have another one in the back. Yeah, there's the top of the other one. So he's holding two of these, holding one in each hand, we could see. And he has some armor on. Yeah, they seem to like putting that skirt type armor on people. He's got a cool, maybe a demon or something, kind of like we've seen in that other picture. And got some white armor. Looks like, is it ripped? No. Looks like he's type of part of a android or something. Or maybe that's just something that he's wearing. That's probably just some of his armor piece. He has a cool face armor with wings going out of the front of his face. Some cloaks, some robes. So I guess that's it. He's standing probably on top of a skyscraper, right? You can see how high he is. That's probably the skyscraper. That's probably going near the top. Another skyscraper in the back. And then there's just skyscrapers everywhere in the back there. So that's him. He looks pretty sick. And we got this character. So you'd be definitely going in the binder, right? Got the cool ear type thing. So we got the Desire Jewel Knight Helios of the Royal Paladins, the humans, so pure and innocent. Brilliant shine through the transparency of the crystal. Alright, so it looks like she's maybe around the same area of the other guy, or maybe there's just always skyscrapers in the back. There's tons of skyscrapers. Maybe it's more like a castle, because maybe those are more like the top of the things of the castle, or maybe a stadium or coliseum or something. But besides that, so that's not dust or anything, right? That's actually on the card. I wonder if those are like dust particles that are floating up in the air. And then besides that, the character, right? We got the boots. So if this text was a little bit more transparent, we'd be able to see more of the boots. We got the boots. And then we got the chest piece armor. And then we got gloves. Glove armor, right? Super sick gloves. And then a chest piece. Maybe, is that like a diamond? Yeah, diamond, it's white. So she has like a diamond amulet. Or diamond on the armor anyways. She has blonde hair, and then she has some things that make it look like she has wings on her head. So some type of crown. And then the weapon, right? So, no, she's just holding her hand on her hips, it looks like. Is that, thinking if that was a sword, or that's just her belt, probably. Alright, so that's probably just her belt right there. And then her actual sword's right there. So does she only have one weapon? I guess she just has one weapon then. So I guess that would be the sheath that holds the sword. And then whenever she's going into battle, she would just pull out her one sword. So imagine it's a pretty big sword, or if she just has one of them, she'd be more agile with it. Maybe she treats it like a two-handed sword. But yeah, she's pretty sick. And we got some dogs down here, right? So here's a dog. He's holding a sword, some kind of lightsaber, right? Jewel Knight Ledger, the Royal Paladin, the High Beast. jewel sparkle because of the light they receive. So he's standing on top of some big building by the looks of it, or at least on a balcony, so you can see outside, and there's a whole bunch of skyscrapers in the background. And we can see the clouds up in the sky. Oh, and if you look, there's even one big, huge building in the back, right? Almost looks like a pyramid. And the sun is beaming through the top of the pyramid-type building. It looks like there's blue streaks going all around everywhere, right? Blue streaks. So those just the magical power of him, or the magical power of the area. But anyway, oh, jewel sparkle because of the light they receive. So it's some kind of jewel knight. Alright, so he's got some cool arm legs, arm pieces, and then he's got the cool armor and everything. Got a super sick headpiece, right? Super sick helmet, super sick armor. So I wonder if he's like 100% robotic, right? Because even his tail looks like 100% robotic. So maybe he's a robot dog. Looks like a robot dog. It carries a lightsaber for some reason. So why would a dog need a lightsaber? Whatever the case, he has one. And then this card here, right? So we got the Glime. I'll try my very best. Royal Paladin High Beast. And we'll just look at the full art one, right? So here's the regular one. I think we've seen this in the other binder. So here's the full art version of it. So we can see more of the ground that he is standing on. So I think we've seen this in one of the binders. Here's a new dog here, right? Jump Go, Royal Paladin High Beast. Jump up high. Are you, well, surely reach the future. So he's super sick. Cool helmet on, cool chest piece, cool leg piece, cool body armor. And he just looks like a plain old regular dog in body armor, right? He doesn't need a sword. I'm trying to see, those aren't afterburners or anything, right? It's just armor that's lit up really blue and white with a really white, blue and white sky. Oh, there's some trees in the background, right? So you can actually see some trees behind the text. And there's a cliff right there, so it looks like maybe he's just jumping up off of the cliff, or what it looks like. There's mountains in the background. And then we got you. So he's a super sick anime character, right? Knight of the Drawn Sword, Royal Paladins the human. Draw your sword, keep your eyes fixed on what's ahead. So he's just standing on top of some building. He has some super sick armor and a super sick sword, right? Looks like the sun is just setting. We could see the sun reflecting off the clouds there. Yep. Yeah, we'll just go to the middle one, right? There we go. And then, yeah, so we have some cool boots, cool pants, cool skirt type armor. Got the blue and white chest piece, blue and white shoulder pads, and the super sick sword right there. So I wonder if there's anything hidden. The sword looks pretty sweet. So is he holding a second sword in the back? Is that what that is? I think it is. It doesn't look the same though. Looks like it's sheathed or something. Looks like his other sword is sheathed or something. This is what it should look like. But that one has some type of blue and white cross on it. So I guess he does have two swords. So he has two swords out. He's super sick. And then we got the bird, right? We got the Marabou, the Royal Paladin's High Beast. Don't hold him in contempt. He's prepared. So he's just a owl with body armor. So he's just basically an owl with body armor. You see the legs right there. And he's just flying through the city. Pretty cool crown and everything. Here's another dog, right? Marabou, Royal Paladin's High Beast. It would fight with all its might just to guarantee its spot in the sun. So another cool, cute little dog with body armor to protect him when he goes out to battle. Looks like he's just sitting inside in his little house, right? His little dog bed. Little dog pillows, dog bed, dog blanket, dog window. There's some dog food. Oh, there's some paw prints, right? If you look closer, there's two paw prints on the ground. If you didn't look close enough, you would not seen that. Oh, there's a paw print right there too, right? Paw print behind the text. Is that like a bone? So this is actually a dog bone over here, right? Plushy dog bone. You see the shape of the dog bone. And then here's another dog. So I guess we'll end it. There's one more dog at the bottom. Plazo, Royal Paladin's High Beast. Learn how to assist from the high dog. So he's another super sick dog running through there. He's got all of his armor on. Maybe he throws those things at people, or maybe they're just there to protect him. Maybe it's just some type of shield or something. Super sick helmet armor. So all the dogs, they just wear armor all the time. And then we got the Primgo Royal Paladins High Beast, right? He's super sick. Comrades are top priority. Sweets come close in second place. So he's a cool looking dog. He has some type of spectacle or something over his one eye. He's wearing some armor over here. And he's got the chest piece armor. So it's always blue and white. Looks like he's got some type of wings or something. There's something coming out of there. Can he fly? We're not sure. But he even has like ear armor pieces. So there's another super sick dog. So there's that. So we'll go through more of the binders. I guess we went through a lot, right? We'll make them like 20 minutes. There's like more dogs to go through. Yeah. Let's go through this last dog. The other one's not a dog. So we got Brigdal Royal Paladin High Beast. When the high dog roars, it's time to attack. So there's a lot of dogs here, right? This dog is carrying his sword, just like that other one. You can see sky buildings and skyscrapers in the back, like in all the pictures. He's running through. He's got super sick armor and the sword and everything. And then, whatever this is a cat. We got the Seeker Harmony Royal Paladin High Beast. Seeker that, which is important. So why does it have that symbol on it? Oh, it's not a symbol. That's just the lights from the buildings going through the text. Alright. So you can see he's directly inside the city, probably standing around the top of one of the skyscrapers there. So is he a cat? Or a dog? I can't tell what he is. He's some type of animal, so he has a super long tail and he has armor along all of the tail. Maybe that end is like a spiked weapon that he swings to attack his enemies with. And armor. Feet, yeah, I guess that's it. I can't tell what he is. Is this a mouse? Or a cat? What is it? What is a Seeker Hartney High Beast? So next video, we'll go over more cards. That was it. We'll see what she is about, I guess. So we went through a lot of the animals there. Got more cards to go through. Super sick dog with a sword, right? Dogs always have armor, and sometimes the dogs even have swords.